During the summer of 2025, we took a drive up to visit the Acadia National Park, which is in the state of Maine. Maine is the northeastmost state within US. The Acadia National Park exists in an island which is about halfway up the coast of Maine. What is lesser known is that the Acadia National Park, in fact, extends into a Shudik Peninsula, and there's a particular Shudik point, and all of that is part of the Acadia National Park. You will note that there is a Frenchman's Bay between the two, and I will talk about that later. Hey, if you're liking this video, give it a like and a subscribe, please. Thanks. Within the Acadia National Park, I believe the prettiest location was Jordan Pond. It's a large body of water which is used as a water supply for the town of Bar Harbor nearby. It is surrounded by mountains, and around the pond is a walking trail which is 3.5 miles long. And for the most part, it's an easily walkable trail with a bit of a rocky section in the middle which can be handled. Additionally, in the Jordan Pond is also a full-service restaurant which is open year-round for a meal before or after your walk there. The town of Bar Harbor, Maine is a quaint, touristy town. This is the town we used as a base for our stay while we were visiting the Acadia National Park. It has stores, wonderful restaurants, and a park facing the Frenchman's Bay area, which has really wonderful views of the Atlantic Ocean. Both Bar Harbor and the next location, which is Thunder Hole, have views of the Atlantic Ocean and the Frenchman's Bay. Historically, the French occupied these territories all the way up through Canada, and until the mid 1750s, they owned the land. Before 1750, when the British would try to bring their merchant ships in, these schooners, French schooners, would hide behind the islands and attack these merchant ships, and therefore this area of water between the two peninsulas is called Frenchman's Bay. In general, the Acadia National Park shores are rocky shores. Thunder Hole is no different, and there is a formation within the rocks in Thunder Hole where, particularly during high tide, when the water rushes into the hole and crashes, it makes a very large sound of thunder, and therefore called Thunder Hole. We are at Thunder Hole. Otter Cliff is one of those high locations within Acadia National Park of the Atlantic Ocean. And Otter Cove is a section of road that goes down almost to the water level. And you can see a cove where the Atlantic water comes into, and that's called Otter Cove. The Cadillac Mountain within Acadia National Park, I'm told, is the tallest mountain on the Atlantic seaboard of US. When you get to the top, you have wonderful views to the east of to the Atlantic Ocean, and to the west are the mountains. Historically, this area for 12,000 years before the Europeans came along was occupied by the Wabanaki Native Americans. The Wabanaki stands for people of the first light, because this area within America sees the first sunrise amongst all of America. Somewhere in the 1500s or so, the Frenchmen occupied it and the area. until the 1750. In 1688, there was a self-proclaimed Frenchman by the name of Antoine de la Motte Cadillac who got a land grant from 1688, and it's in his name is this Cadillac Mountain. And by the way, I'm also told that Cadillac, Michigan is also named after the same gentleman, and the cars of Cadillac are named after the town of Cadillac. So there's the connection that I wanted to share. Cadillac Mountain needs tickets to be able to go see the sunset or the sunrise. I did get tickets to see the sunset and had a beautiful view of the sunset from the mountains above. Shudik Point, which is part of the Shudik Peninsula, is also a part of the Acadia National Park, but it's about an hour and 15 minutes away from Bar Harbor that many people miss. I do recommend a visit to Shudik Point, which is the tip of the Shudik Peninsula, and you are overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and the waves crash into the rocks there, and particularly during high tide, they are very high waves that bounce up the rocks if you get the timing right. Unfortunately, we were there during low tide, and the waves weren't as rough during that time. It has a few trails, walking trails in the area, so we thoroughly enjoyed the visit to Shudik Point.
Hear the waves. Should get to a clearing soon.
Thank you for taking the time to listen and watch this video. Hey, if you like this video well enough, please consider liking this video as well as subscribing to my channel. It helps circulate this video further.
Very peaceful location.